Greetings from American Samoa. So this week has been very hectic. What's new? I am full-fledged back in work, and I also just started school. I am completely stressed because I haven't done any of my schoolwork and I need to get started on that. But I'm right here editing a video, so let's do this so we can do the real stuff. All right, this week, so I went in search of some bananas again. My husband knew exactly what bananas to get, so he is actually filming this and showing me what tree to cut down. When I saw the bananas that he wanted, I definitely agreed. I thought, okay, these are definitely ready to go. So here I am chopping it down. I'm still trying to, get good at this, which I actually think I'm getting pretty good. The jungle was completely overgrown. In fact, everything is very overgrown right now. Okay, I am strong enough to lift these bananas, but the reason why it's taking me so long is because it is so overgrown and it's caught in the weeds. And here we go back to the house, and luckily I live very close, so this is in the same forest on the same day. We were getting a bundle of food to eat, and this is my son. Look at his climbing skills. He is grabbing a papaya. There were actually several papayas that were ready to pick, and they are so good. They're like actually my favorite. So there's these larger ones, and then there's these smaller ones. My husband's grabbing some of those. One of them actually had a big bite from a fruit bat, but I just cut around it and I ate the rest of it. Luckily, the fruit bats here I don't think have rabies because they don't even drink blood. Oh, and here's a different day, but also from the same forest, coconut. So good. Those bananas that I picked, my sister and I were preparing them to make fa'ilifu fa'i. It's one of my favorites. So she's the cook in the house. She's the expert. This is her. She doesn't ever want me to show her face, and so I won't. But look at her. She's got the skills. She peels the bananas. She prepared it. It was delicious. Of course, I worked because I've got to work that side hustle and make as much money as possible. I did a bunch of that this week. And other than that, my weekend was filled with cleaning. So I'm trying to do a deep clean on the house every Saturday. Honestly, this is something that most people do in life, but I don't because I work and go to school and have 5 kids. So I'm trying to fit it in. I'm not the best at it, but here we go. I'm getting better. Like I said, I am full-fledged back at work, 2nd grade, and it is exhausting, but also fun. I mean, we're halfway through the school year at this point, so I keep telling myself, you know what, we only have till May, so enjoy it, because during the summer, there is a point where I actually do get kind of bored and I'm ready to go back to work. So I try to cherish the days that I have. I really love being a 2nd grade teacher. It is so fun, especially the second half of the year. I've been a 2nd grade teacher for most of my career, and I can just see these kids are ready for 3rd grade. It's very exciting. Also this week, I decided to go for a walk. I really miss being in Colorado sometimes because I was an avid runner, and it was so easy to find a trail and just go out and go for a long run. I could go in my backyard. I could go to the mountains nearby. I could just hit up so many trails around town. Here, there's not many trails, so I went to the park, and even this one was not really a trail. Like it wasn't very long. And the reason why going for a walk, going for a run, going for a hike is not really, that good here is because, honestly, there are just so many dogs. Everywhere I turn, there's a dog. And personally, I have a fear of dogs. They're not my favorite animal. I'm sorry to any dog people out there, but I'm kind of terrified of them. And so I have not gone running at all since the end of July, and my body is starting to feel it. Anyway, while I was on this walk, I unexpectedly found the World War II Tafuna Airbase control tower. And at first I thought this was just, like a regular memorial. And then as I looked deeper, I found this really cool place. So around American Samoa, we have these little bunker things that you just saw to the left there. But this one was a little different. I walked down these steps, I looked down, and then I realized there was an entryway. I'm not exactly sure what these were used for in World War II. There wasn't a lot of information around here, and there was not a single person around. But I'm guessing maybe they were for storage, maybe they were for hiding. I'm not really sure. Sorry about the blurriness of the camera. You guys know I just use my phone. I don't have any fancy equipment. So I was just really excited because this was such a hidden gem. I did not know this was here at all. And I looked around. It was a little bit creepy, but also very exciting. I love finding old places. It's so cool to me that these places are still around from World War II. Some of them mostly untouched. Came out, look to the left, look to the right, and you can go around again. Okay, along those same lines, the same place, I walked towards the back, towards this fence. On the other side of the fence is the airport. And I walked along the ledge, and then I found more cool stuff from World War II. I know you can't see in here, but it was like a big tunnel dome building, which maybe was for storage or something back then. I'm not sure. And then, you know, I walked up these steps. It was just kind of a little bunker area with a few places. I walked up here. Like I said, everything is so overgrown. Like American Samoa at this time of year, I guess, is very overgrown. Because I've watched videos of some of the places that I've been, and they look completely different. They look so much overgrown now than they were even 4 years ago. So anyway, this was so cool. I walked up the hill, and there I was. It was quite a view. It wasn't very long, and it wasn't very big. It was just exciting because I didn't know that it was here. Again, it's the World War II Tafuna Airbase Control Tower. And it is a heritage site, so I guess it is an official site. I just didn't know that it was here. So anyway, that was my week. I hope you enjoyed. And thank you for watching.